Hi, I'm Leslie Warren, who is Acting Director of the Placer Nature Center. I'm going to give you a little narrative tour of the center right now. Today's our preview opening day. The volunteers that have been working for this day and this moment are all really excited, so my enthusiasm will probably show in this tape. We're going to be inviting visitors to come up the path and join us today and introduce them to the Nature Center. What we have here is the exhibit hall. This was a former pig sty, and with the help of the California Conservation Corps, we basically took the building down and rebuilt it, recycling materials whenever we could, into our exhibit hall, which is going to house exhibits on flora and fauna, geology, the Nisenan Indians that previously occupied the site, the Hotelling mine that occupied the site in the late 1800s and early 1900s, developing pig iron. And we're also going to have natural history exhibits and a lot of interactive displays for the school groups and visitors that come to the site. This courtyard area will ultimately be developed as a nice entry feature and as an educational space. We'll be having seating over near the garden fence to orient children that come onto the site to what the activities are that they will be doing during their visit, and to segregate them into groups that will be focusing on different areas of the site. This building is what we're calling the Discovery Room. Discovery Room is going to be an area where there'll be a lot of hands-on activities for visitors to the site. They may be looking through microscopes at different specimens. They may be exploring different soil types to see what erosion is related to each different soil type. There'll be sinks and counters here, basically for experimenting and play with the natural environment that parents might not necessarily welcome in their own kitchen. Again, this is the courtyard area, and we do hope to have seating over here. What we envision is that students will come onto the site via this roadway or this pedestrian path from our lower parking lot, meet here as a group, and then we would segregate them into 3 groups. Some that would visit the Nature Center, exhibit hall, some that would go into the Discovery Building, and some would go off onto the property on our 1.5-mile path to explore birds, wildflowers, geology, soils, wetlands, any number of different natural history activities. Over here we have what we see as a predominant feature of our courtyard area, and that is this rock. A lot of our education is going to be concentrating on how this rock came here, its source, its past, and we'll be having a gazebo in this area explaining the history of this rock, which in and of itself is an afternoon's visit. Around the corner is the garden area, which is going to be developed by different garden clubs from the area. We'll have an entry gate into the garden area through this fence, and there'll probably be a dozen plots segregated out in the garden, which different garden groups will be sponsoring on our behalf. Today we've invited about 50 different service organizations to come and select projects that they'd like to sponsor for the Nature Center. That may be creating a sign for us, building the road for us, contributing towards exhibits for us. So we are going to be welcoming their coming. To date, most of our activity has been funded through an environmental education grant from the state's Environmental Education Grant Fund. That's basically the Environmental License Plate Fund. It's been supplemented by private donations and other grant sources from the Earth Day Committee, the Placer High School Key Club, and well, that's all to date. We estimate that approximately $39,000 worth of labor has been donated by the California Conservation Corps to reconstruct these buildings for us. We've only been responsible for purchasing materials, and many of the materials used in this were either surplus property donated by the CCC or recycled by the CCC. Well, it comes down by the snow pond. You know, I remember when I did that yesterday, I had to do a little bit of cross country to get to it, maybe 20 feet. Yes, as they say, keep it to your walking pace. Height and levels if you want to see it. I just lost my, I was going to make a book plate and I lost my thing.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. Hi. Well, I'm in the process of putting together our wish list for the resource center that we're going to have in the corner here of the main building.
Uh-huh.
We'll hopefully have donations from people's libraries, favorite books they have, field guides, botany books, anything like that, any natural or environmentally oriented type materials that we're willing to have. Behind you will be the exhibits that will be more of a more permanent nature in the center, dealing with things such as natural history, the Native Indian that were on the property, geology, geological things to do with the iron mine camp that was here. Where'd they go? I think they're up here. Okay.
Now I know exactly, instead of a
You can
map.
go back and report.
Exactly, instead of
There's
a
the
map-eyed
sign.
view.
Right,
There's that view.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is great. Now this is what it's going to take to start making people understand just very, very fundamental knowledge of the environment is going to be very helpful in preserving it.
Yeah.
Got ice going already.
You need help? Is there more?
Yeah, this is all. I just have to make all of them.
Ooh, juice is ready. Now, aren't you thirsty? After that, drink all day. Ready?
Almost. Yeah. That side of the buildings that aren't refurbished at all yet was their chicken Hilton. So they used to have their chickens all in there. In that building, we think eventually will be used by the Gold Country Wildlife Rescue, who intend on doing some wild animal, the injured animal rehabilitation in this site. There's some cages over on that side, which we'll see at the end of our walk, which they'll use for some of the mammals that they hope to put back into the wild. But if there should be a few that, due to imprinting reasons or perhaps a broken wing or blindness or for some reason would not be able to survive out in the wild, that would be an educational resource for us to use. And, you know, if it was the type of animal where that would be a suitable habitat for, that may be used for that particular purpose. But we wouldn't put an animal in there that wouldn't be a suitable habitat for either. But maybe something like a bird, because it's a perfect aviary actually, because of the chicken wire and so forth. So that's sort of the background of what this particular area was before it was then given another vision. Okay, so this road was always part of that. Now the trail that we'll be going on today is the California Conservation Corps park course. So part of the requirement of walking this trail will be to do your exercises. I hope you're all ready for that. No. That'll be the parking area. So the buses or cars and that sort of thing will park there, and then we'll be able to walk up that same road, or we might have a path going from the inside over on the other side of the parking area, going up to the main building. What we hope to have here is an amphitheater. It's on a nice bit of the hillside, and of course the fencing will be taken down. So there's our sort of vision, the master plan, is to have a nice amphitheater right in here that looks out over onto the ridge, which is a very beautiful backdrop to our site here, and to have orientation here for the visit us, and maybe even some programs for the general public in the evening, or on special days like Arbor Day and things like that. So we hope to have a bit of an amphitheater here for larger programs at some point in time. Aren't they lovely? This right here is Placer Nature Center salutation. A bright sunshiny hello with just a nice little crop of wildflowers here. The lower yellow ones that you see on the ground are the yellow star tulips. They're called yellow star tulips. And the larger blue ones and the little purplish ones in the background are called the blue dicks. And then the larger yellow ones are the buttercups, Arbutus buttercups. All the plants that we'll see, well, except with an exception of a few, are native to the foothills mostly near the foothill parts of Florida. So we'll see a lot of native trees in there. Native plant to our foothills, and it's prolific right here on our site. It enjoys the habitat we have to offer. And grows very, very well. It can be very shrubby, which you'll see parts of it are very shrubby. It can twine around a tree, or it can be, low to the ground as well. But it's always a leaflet of 3, and it has a white berry. Will get very crimson. The leaves will get very crimson in the fall before they drop to the ground. And it's the plant juice that is so irritating to some people's skin. Now, maybe not all of you are affected by it, but some people are very sensitive. So for the sensitive ones, I give you this caution. Looks like you're one. Seem to be have been really infested lately by a species of whitefly of some sort that is causing many of the leaves to die. I mean, they eat it so badly. You can usually see them from the bottom side. That's what's causing all these little the brownness of the leaves here, and eventually they just die and fall off. So hopefully some predator will come and eat these all up so that we don't have a continuous problem of that. An oracle oak. It is actually a hybrid of the native interior live oak, which is like the one that's right over there, and the black oak, which is down the trail there. I'll point it out as we go by. And I'll pick up one of these leaves just to take it along with us. Like one of its parents, the black oak, it has these little bristles coming off of the side of each of these little lobes. These are very tiny lobes that are coming out, little bristles. And like its other parent, the interior live oak, it is not deciduous. It doesn't lose its leaves. It stays green all year around. All year around. So it's a combination of the two. A combination of the two, but not one you'll see very commonly.
Placer Nature Center. What a wonderful place to bring children to explore nature at its best. Arm. Oh, hold it still. Let's get that on there. Look at that. Great. What are you looking for there?
Worms.
Worms. Are they on the tree?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and look again.
That wasn't hard to find. He was right on the leaf. Put it in your cup. They couldn't get out. They just put leaves, so they just didn't even like. No, they eat leaves. And they make houses. They might put stuff on it. You can take that home. What? You can take that home. Good? You don't love it?
Okay, my name is Peter Stafford. I do the typing for the Placer Nature Center. I keep their minutes and also publish their newsletter. In the future, I hope to help them with their nature trail and maybe with some of the woodworking projects. This is what's called affectionately the Rock. It's part of the scenic centerpiece of the courtyard and main exhibit area.
Yeah. A lot of times you get a class like that. Design and stuff.
Welcome to the Nature Center. We have some informational brochures here on the left. Our main exhibit building behind me there. Questions you might have.
A picture of the Placer Nature Center courtyard, and this is what they hope to have it look like at some point in time.
When Mike makes the coffee and Garfield don't sit, go.
And maybe when I get back, I'll get there.
Okay, well, if you know anything about them, you read the literature, and we're looking for local control and more concern for the environment and less pro-development push, which is basically what Mr. Blue is doing. Okay? Well, you got my vote already. Yeah.
What are you girls doing in there?
We're cleaning it out.
Cleaning it out.
Yeah. It's a big job, but someone has to do it.
Are you from a Girl Scout troop?
And if there are, I think they rush to the other side.
What is the name of your Girl Scout troop, or what troop are you?
231. Whoa, dude, I just got some. I'll throw it over here now.
Whereas if you go back, it's not certain the grass farm.
Patrick is in the same class as well.
What are you girls doing here today?
We're selling raffles. Uh-oh, I'm on tape.
Okay, yeah. And you're selling raffle tickets for what? What are you raffling
to win
off?
prizes.
Okay, what kind of prizes do you have there?
We have 7. We have catnip. We have wrapping paper and a sticker. And we sold 9 so far.
Very good. And how much do they cost a piece?
50 cents. 50 cents for one, or you can get 3 for $1.
That's a very good buy. Are you with a Girl Scout troop?
Yes, our
What-
troop is 231, and we're from Mumma.
Great, and you're volunteering today.
Yes.
That's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is David Ganhart. I'm the president of the Placer Land Trust, and we're here at the opening of the Placer Nature Center, which is a joint partnership project of the Placer Land Trust and the Placer Nature Center working together to share information about nature in Placer County and the importance of preserving nature and open space throughout the county. This is my second tour to the Nature Center, and the Nature Center volunteers have done a wonderful job in restoring some of the outbuildings here and really creating the dream of the Nature Center here at the California Conservation Corps site. Behind me is what was, I understand, the pigsty, and out of the remains of the pigsty have come a wonderful Nature Interpretive Center building that in the future will house nature interpretive displays, and really a great opportunity for kids from schools all over the county to come and share a day at the Nature Center and learn about nature. That's it.
They're right through Avenue. And then over on the building that's green and overgrown,
kids could get clothes, or I mean, I know it's got that roller action, but if a kid came from underneath or
Oh, good. See what doesn't. I got 2 other letters from HP employees from security that I didn't know what to do with. Oh yeah. Okay. Is he a honcho down there?
it's this rock, and they're looking into it because they felt that people came up here and the trellising kind of blocked the view. So see, we're still learning about how to do things correctly, what we should do to make it right.
Learning is a lifetime process, and I hope it goes on afterwards, really.
Well, we've talked to a lot of experts because the expression everyone uses, we don't want to reinvent the wheel.
Where do you find your experts? Where do you find your
Well,
experts?
Sierra College, some of the professors have been great to come up and help us key out plans and give us tips on things. And some of the local groups have come along, Native Plant Society, and said they would give us help, and different groups like that. And the scouting troop. So, and we had one day where it was a workshop. We had people from several different science centers in Sacramento, museums, and docent programs to tell us how they run their programs.
What's happened here? It starts out prehistoric geological formations and then goes through. Who was here next? Well, what were the Indians doing? Why was this area really interesting for them? Why did they even come to this mountainside? And all the way through the farmers that were there, who came during the gold rush, who didn't find gold in the silver. When gold laid out, silver, and somebody saw it. Excellent quality of lumber. It was demanded by the Americans. They loved it. So they kept the furnaces going and killed all the trees.
We have remains of the furnace on our property.
Well, let's put this down too. It's just a few bricks. But let us come take its picture in its place. You know, and sort of document.
One's on, a little bit's on our property, and then some's on the Cox's property on Dr. Cox.
Right.
That translates to environmental consequences.
Yeah, that Earth Day spreadsheet that the
Oh, look at that. Little ladybug crawling right up your arm. Thank you, Cece, for showing us that.
You know, this is another good place to look at one of our other very common trees, the blue oak. The blue oak has a much grayer bark than our black oak or even the live oak. Remember our little rebel over there? It's a bit of a darker gray than the blue oak. It has deciduous leaves, so its leaves fall over in there. Yeah. Oh, mullen. Mullen, that one that's right over there? Yeah. Are a deeper, more foresty type of green, a more olive green to them, even though they're also still three in a bundle, just like our digger pine is. So you'll have to try to distinguish between the two. Probably looking at the bark is really helpful. Because our granite, composed of feldspar and quartz and either a hornblende or a mica, depending on those ratios of those, will give you the color of granite. Sometimes they're, she found a piece of quartz around here too. So this particular rock was important. The quartz was important because these quartz veins that they found within the granite was mined because gold is usually associated with them. And we have tailings of this, well, what we think could have been you know, we definitely have a quartz vein, but we think that quartz vein was also mined because of all the tailings that we found of large pieces of quartz and other lots of tiny pieces that we find all the way in the streams and up and down the side boundary here of our site.
Mark.
So you would just go out there and
Now,
do
Mark
those
didn't come
whistles and
by
they knew who, yeah, they knew to come.
Yeah. Okay. Well, see, first thing a bird has to learn, I guess, is being a chirp. And then he has to have some water. Too.
Yeah, you gotta drink some water. His chirping whistler gets tired. He's whistling a lot right.
Here's what you call a little swallow.
Yeah.
Okay, the first thing he learns to do is to chirp. The chirp is just like saying the word hue. Okay, you try to say hue. Say it silently. Hue. All right, now whistle a hue. Yay, we got some good whistlers here already. All right, now we'll try a E-hue. Hey, how about that? Now let's try a hue-E. Hey, there, we got some great whistles. Now here's a little harder one. Witchy-coo. Hey, now let's do the California. Anybody know what the California state bird is?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it? State bird of California.
Bald eagle? Bald eagle?
A bald eagle? You'd think it was. Okay, it's California quail. You sound like you say in Chicago. Okay, let's do a mockingbird.
Can you call birds like that?
Can you hear when he does that trill first? That just is amazing. Okay. You sit through that video. Yeah, you talk
Okay,
about,
that's it, folks.